Bruh. I accidentally turned on my PlayStation. Now, now I'm back. Okay. What's up, so how you doing? We about to have shit nap, bro. I haven't done a broadcast in a while, and I'm about to do one, like just me being actually kind of serious for once. It's gonna be weird. I gotta get my glasses, but it's all the way like where my PlayStation is. It's about to make that seeming. Uh, hmm. Bro, it's been a long time. I know you guys see it says podcast, and let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about. For first, let's talk for the simple fact that like all this cherry blossom tree and hold on, fuck. Excuse my French, but anyway, this cherry blossom tree, all this right has changed, bro. Like it's old. This all has changed from the time that I was like here, bro. I was here when this changed. It was crazy. It was like, bro, it's a whole new world, bro. Like before though, this place was only a one-way street, bro. It was only a one-way thing, and now it's like, oh well, no, it's not like that anymore. You know what I mean? It'd be a one-way street to the stairs, and all the way to the portal of where the bridge is. That's one place. And then after, so that'd be the bridge straight away up, all the way to Kakigahara. And I think it changed when the wardings came out, or it might have changed before that. No, after that. But like, what I'm basically getting to is that for the simple fact that this game has changed, and it's also like, I'm at a point. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of at like a standing point. You know what I mean? And my standing point is, okay, as an indie game player, I love this game. And I like to do streams, and I like to have fun, and I work out, and I go to work. I'm just basically telling you guys all this together. Like, my standing point is, okay, like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Like I've been trying to go around helping people, help them do whatever they're doing, and keep it pushing. Because when I go with new people, I sometimes get ideas like, oh, I can run this and this, or I can do this and this. But like, it's just that type of flow where it's like, for right now, I'm at 128. I have my Tempest, and I need to think, and I need to grasp in that all that stuff I have accomplished. Like, I tried to take a break from my second Tempest, but I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm getting it. Boom, got it. Then I was like, I'll take a break from 128. Nah, I'll get it. 128, second Tempest, boom, boom. I think that's how it collided. Yeah, it was 128, second Tempest, boom, boom. And, from there, it's just like, from there, it's just been crazy, you know? And that's why I'm trying to get to. Like, for me right now, let me drink some water real quick. Get some hot water. Let me get my glasses, too. Get my glasses. Don't get this twisted. Okay, so, for me right now, it's a tricky situation, right? Because this is where a point where people are like, oh, I'll wait for the next event, or I'll wait for this, or I'll wait for that. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't think I should wait because there's always going to be new players and new people who are about to come out with better things and better builds. And I need to hop on that type of mentality like I was in Fused or 105s and just start saying, okay, well, I need to get this, or get an ice build or get a mountain type of build. Like I have a build that helps me like take this, my regular Tempest. Wait, let me see. Yeah, so I have a build that takes. So wait, how much? Yeah, the mountain that's negative 20. But okay, I can see. Sorry, my mountain that's negative 20. So negative 40 mountain. But like, let's say screw that, screw the Fuse because it won't be in the build that I try to create with positive mountain. So I think. Okay, wake up. Sorry guys. At first, I was originally wanting to build. So I had a mag. I ain't gonna say no mags. I ain't gonna say what mag, anything. Not yet, at least. But I had a mag. I was like, okay, well, whatever this mag comes out to be, any positives, no matter what, it's not gonna backfire on me because all it would do is boost me up. Because I kid you not, personally, in my defense, I started realizing. Oh, that's my fault, guys. I should cut off my phone, bitches. I'm making sure everything's lined out. Sorry. It's really unprofessional, I mean. Okay, excuse me for that one. Again. So, okay. I told myself with this mag that if any positive happened on this element, it'd be bonus because it didn't matter where it was really. Didn't carry +5? Oh shit, that's pretty good. Anyway, we'll get back to where I was going. So let's say I get positive, like positive. I don't know if there's any ornamentation to get positive flight and poison. If you guys do find out, please let me know. That'd be really litty to know. But if I get positive in ice, positive in poison, positive in mountain, positive in rain, positive in wind, positive in holy, positive in any of these, it'll help boost me up in general. Okay, yeah, people are like, well, you know, you get a positive in rain and mountain, you won't be able to use it, but like, I'll lower the defense. I mean, I'll lower I'll lower the damage that comes in from mountain. I'll lower in the damage that comes from rain. So that'd be good for Dark Fin. This would be good for any mountain boss you're gonna verse in the future, no matter what. And if you're just adding in with your Tempest, you can still do decent enough damage. I honestly just wish I got better limitations for my Tempest, but I ain't really tripping. Like I'm still doing my thing out here. So I'll show you the mag. This mag right here, Heavenly Shield, right? I was like, I just put two this mag right here, Nightly Magatama. I put 2 Heavenly Shields on it, right? It gave me mine SP and then Mountain plus 15, Matt's SP, and then it gave me Twin Sword Affinity. I'm not really tripping on any of this stuff because it's useful. So I was like, dude, it gave me plus Mountain. So here's what I did. I was like, okay, I'll add in that. And I was like, what else should I add into this, right? And I thought to myself, I could add in Chocolate Magatama. And, you know, people are like, well, why? It's just Magatama that was used mostly for the chocolate stuff. I'm like, alright, you're right. But it adds in my Lightning and Mountain, making me eventually only 5 negative to Mountain. So if I'm getting smashed with Mountain, it's not going to hurt as much. Especially if I go into EB, it's not going to hurt too much when he does his rock move. I don't know, but all those other moves are mostly impact. But let's say if I do get into his rock move, boom. And I already have that wind adding in, so it's like useful. I'm not saying 100% that this build would work. No, I'll take that back. I'm not saying 100% it'll work for you, but for me it will work because all I really need to do is level up my certain weapon I've been basically using, get 2 Verdant Storms and then use it how I've been using it. Like, I basically use my Flame Test in a different way than most people. Not that one. This one right here. So like this one. My Flame Test is like this. And I want to get another Verdant Storm there. So what I'm going to do is, level up my Verdant Storm. Like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And then do Fierce God Focus. And then Verdant Storm. And Fierce God. And then, depending on how long it takes. Yeah, that's too long. So like, let's say... Sorry guys, I'm like stuttering. It's not making sense. So what I'm saying is, I'll have this build of... I'll have this build that has decreased durability. I understand that full and well enough. But at 40%. So there's... I have this build that has a status of -5, a -5 mountain, getting hit. I ain't really tripping, but at least I still have my win. Okay, excuse me for a second. I gotta say this more clearly and not like stutter and fuck this up. What I'm getting to with this is, what I'm saying is, so I have a -5, and if I'm getting hit with EB's little mountain thing where he, basically just a little flick thing, that little with his horns, you get what I'm talking about. If EB hits me with a mountain move, it's not gonna hurt me as much. Usually I'm weak to mountain, gives me like a -4. He's plus and win, so he's basically anymore. It's like, that's how I feel. This build is for like mostly EB. That's how I feel. That's what I'm basically trying to like tell you guys. Like, okay, so I got my negative alignment to -5. Yeah, my rain is. I understand that, but he's not rain. EB's not rain, but EB has mountain. EB has mountain. EB has fire, and B has impact. But if I'm taking away his, if I take away his negative. And damn, I'm stuttering too much. Excuse my French. Sorry, I get really irritated myself. That was really unprofessional. If I take away his my negative alignment with his mountain's not gonna hurt so much. He is fire, so I'm 190 fire. I'm gonna be immune to most of his fire. His impact, I think this is slice. His impact, he'll probably beat me on. That's one of the reasons EB will beat my ass, and his jumping. But if I take, that's what I'm like. This build is useful against EB for me, and I like to use it. I haven't used it recently. I've been using something different, more like a healing build. Everybody's mostly used this build too, though. It's mostly just heal. Like, it's a Chiami, and you basically make that last mag a crit, because if it's not, it's to be completely useless. And I just put my 2 Tempests in there. If you don't have that type of build, then you try to build something else with it. But for me, I was just seeing what else I can use with my nightly Magatama. I wanted it, honestly, to have a positive in rain. Mostly just because, like, it'd be very useful to have that, like, positive in rain or positive in anything. And because it got positive mountain, it's perfectly aligned with EB, in my opinion. People might disagree, but I'm like, hey, if I got a positive and freaking mountain, then I'm basically not gonna get smacked as much as in EB. I'm not gonna get like hurt by his mountain as much. I know he only has that one move, and I understand that. And I also can get hit by the mobs with their rain, and they could smack me probably one shot. But if I avoid that and basically beat them all in fire or lightning, hit EB with his wind, have a whole 190 in fire, have some wind doing decent enough damage, and then some mountain. So it's like, you know what I mean? That, and then it works in its own like way of being like a defense plus attack, right? And here's another thing though. If you're not that type of player to have that mentality of, oh, I want this build. I just want mostly just heal and I'll heal his damage and do that. You know what I mean? It's all about comfortability. All in the end of the day, like if you're comfortable with how your character plays, and go ahead and go do it. All means, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, you're doing it the wrong way. No, just like how this conversation with one of my friends, I said, I'm an attacker, you're a support attacker. You don't have to think like I have to. It's, you know what I mean? Because you don't have to be like, oh, well, I'm going to need lunge step, so I'm going to use a lunge step sword, and I'm not going to put it on an attack sword. Like, for me, I think Thunderclap is an attack sword. I can understand putting lunge step on it, and I won't diss the idea in any way, because it still works. As long as your last remaining skills will have some attack method into it, and you have evade into it. Obviously, there's many ways to build a sword, especially and like Thunderclap for me, it's just different. I guess like I just thought of it as attack sword and purely attack sword, because where's my what do I think? Well, I guess mostly because of like, look at all the stats, that's just one in general, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me. Look at all those stats. It makes it into an attack sword. It just, all those beautiful, amazing stats, just, I don't know how to tell you. Like, it just makes it into an attack sword. There's nothing else to say after that. All those are stats. But, like, in general, I won't diss the idea of, okay, well, don't have a lot of defense, so I'm honestly kind of just gonna go, like, let's say if they don't have a lot of defense, or they die a lot, or they're just a glass cannon, then of course, go lunge step, Thunderlance, or lunge step, Thunder Beast. If it works for you, then, go in that zone. For me, I guess because I have Sublime, I was like, you know what, I have this Sublime move, I'm going to make this into the best Sublime way I can. Sublime sword I can. Because it's like the flow of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, and if I need to evade, I don't roll. I can just go this, and then boom. I'm attacking as he's attacking me. I might get hit with the last attack, and I understand that. Like, let's say if I was asleep, that little move where he goes lance in front of himself in the icicle. Yeah, okay, of course. Like, I'm gonna just get smacked, but I'm neutral against that. Ain't gonna be worried too much. He still could smack me a little bit if I'm too careless. But like, see, I can see the advantage of going like lunge step. So you'd be like 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, lunge step, boom, boom, lunge step, boom, boom. For me, I just purely thought this is an attack sword, and that's my mentality. And it's not more like a debate. It's more like just stating like my own fact or my own not my own fact, because that's wrong. My own opinion into how this is. You know what I mean? Because my own opinion of this could be way different from yours. You could be like, nah, I feel more comfortable not getting hit, or I feel more comfortable how you did it because it goes with your flow of movement. I respect that. I like it. And for me, you know what I mean? It's just the way things are. Like some people be like, oh, I don't like getting hit, or I get die easily, or no, I like the way that is because it changes the flow of movement. It's all about preference. And someone once said, oh yeah, this whole game is about preference. And I respect that, I get it, but there's certain things we just don't do. Like, because Fire Nova, right, is a fire weapon, right? It's neutral against, it has neutral effects with lightning. Why not put lightning on it, right? That's what someone probably would say, or someone would think. Well, because if you put fire moves on the fire weapon, then it does its effects. You know what I mean? It adds in with its effects. It's fire, 60 plus fire, so you add that other extra fire moves. It's going to do its most damage it can do with the fire moves. As Flame Nova has been packed. No, it just has fire. Okay, cool. Well, it's just all about preference. Like, I just, to me, wouldn't put any lightning skills on it because it's like, I don't know, you can say it's taboo in my sense, because it's like, why would you do that when your fire moves equal with fire, or win with the fire weapon could still do amazing? Like, just don't, it's not just don't do it, it's just like, you want the most out of your weapon. That's the way it's saying it. Like, Thunderclap, you want the most out of your weapon. And again, it's for you though. you have to be comfortable with your weapon. Because if you're not comfortable with your weapon, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, I'm gonna build it the way he is. I don't like that. You know, it doesn't. I don't like getting hit like that. No, And you'd be like, I don't like this weapon. And you'd be like, you're gonna call it trash because of how you built it. When in all reality, it's not trash. It's just the way you built it was trash. That's sometimes how like a lot of people like sometimes rag on a lot of players because of the way they built it, because it's different. And I'm like, nah, it's just like, let's take the new skill for instance, right? Okay. Well, I'm in a house now. We're gonna set this reality. Let's take the new skill, right? I can argue that let me set this up. That I just feel like if you're gonna use this move, you have to come to the realization that okay, you got invincibility frames, okay, but also the lances have invincibility frames, right? So depending on where your enemy is, let's say they're far away over there, right? The thing has to reach them, and if they move, then it's not gonna reach them. Whereas you can go okay, boom, 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 and just go. It's depending on how you want. Like if I had my lunch, where's my lunch step sword? See, that's the thing. I'm probably gonna get out of this place too. So, let's say the enemy's over there. Oh, okay, hold up. No, I gotta get out of here because it's not. Okay, so let's say. Anyway, let's say like the enemy's far away. It's all about like. Okay, so if the enemy is all the way, let's say by that rock, you see that rock? Okay, cool. Let's say the enemy is all the way over there, right? My boy, look at that. That man could have already moved. I'm already over here with lunch step. I go, okay, cool, right? Like you hit it. Look, so he was all the way over there. That's what I'm saying. Like the distance of this, I only have 6, and I understand it. I only have 6. I can't judge it too harshly, but like. Let's go from back here, right? Boom. So let's see my switch. 1, 2, 3. Same time. Alright. I just lunch stepped and did that. But this move took all the way over here. Where I can just lunch step, go do doom, lunch step, doom doom. Where this move has to go all the way and reach that opponent. But if that opponent moves, then you're screwed. That move's gonna be useless. Or rendered invalid. Let's say that. Rendered invalid in that instance. Because it's gonna be invalid because it didn't hit its target. It just stayed in one path and didn't do nothing else. Where you're using yourself as that way to move it in Lance. You're like, okay, boom, okay, boom. You know what I mean? Because if you, the explosion just, hold on, let me see the explosion on this. One, let me see. That's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, to me, it just feels like, first of all, the method of this guy, right, is, okay, look, boom. If they move, it's over. Like, and as a sword user, all your moves count. All your moves count. And you could just be, instead of being like, oh, zoom, zoom, like, you know what I mean? Instead of just waiting there for that move to hit, you could, okay, I can understand. You could be like, oh, boom, 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 right? But look at this, right? That's a lance. Look at this move. Okay, I gotta charge up and go. The fuck? You could just lance and just hit it one time, like, be real quick. I don't know, just like, I guess like for the simple fact that if you move, the skill's rendered invalid. Second, the skill is like on a timer. It's like a bomb. It's like boom, boom. Basically, it just goes boom. I feel like because the move's on a timer. It's just weird. Like, the move shouldn't be on a timer. The move, and here's the weirdest thing. I feel like Unigiri knew that like sword users will hop on the fire move, so they're like, you know what? They already have Lance. They don't need this move. And sword users was like, oh yeah, this move's cool. I'm like, where? Like, give me one good instance where it's actually good. Like, it's not. It's like Lance is still all time better than that move. It's just it's just maybe my hardcore ways of being like in the older ways of things. Or just maybe I'm just too comfortable with it. But it's just, to me, it's just like, I feel like that move doesn't. Even if Odachi players use it, they are slow, but they sometimes want speed too. It's not all about just being like, oh okay, you know what I mean? We don't want to be slow forever. No, they want to adapt and become different. Like that's why I think this right here is to be a game changer, because boom, boom, boom gives them some speed, and also they can Lance. They can even use it to move out the way. But at least they got some hits in, and they are fire and wind. So they basically take the most out of this element. And if they add in Garg with it, it's OP. It's over. They can use it to full advantage. We don't have a lot of wind sword users, but we can use the fire out of we use the sure hell out of fire out of it. We can use the Garg to make it helpful. But I feel like Odachi has the best out of it. They can even use it to clear dungeons super fast. They might not clear it like OP, but if their skills hit them, right? I'll bet you right here. If their skills hit them and it kills the whole path for you, that's easy. Like, easy peasy. Different. There's Fierce God. There's no. That's Fierce Slash, right? That's a wind move. That's perfect. That's their main element. But when now you add in their fire and wind with their Tempest or Fuse, you just gave them more fire and power used, and you can also just make something out of it. You know, you be like boom, 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 and then you could. Oh shit! I fell, and it's all good. Boom, 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 boom. 5 already ready. 5 already ready. My 7's ready now. Look at that. They could just keep on doing this and mess with their opponent, and then when they want to like actually hit them with something, and they see the timing, boom, boom. Okay, I understand there's some bosses that are like, they won't give a fuck, because first of all, like, what, they're gonna have a lot of area effect. Understandable. But if they don't have that, like the area effect type advantage, like Mephistopheles, Purple Mephi, Lucifer, I don't know if it would work on him. I could try, but I just honestly Lens Step, Fire Lance. That's just my method. I could try it though, to evade. There's just so much advantages out of this, and I feel like it's slept on. It's slept on as a move, and if you add in just 2 of it together, it's OP. I don't know, man. It's just been crazy. Now I just have to figure out what I want to do in general. Like, should I do weapons? Should I wait for Dark Fin? Should I not wait for Dark Fin? Should I try to figure out more builds? Because that neutral mountain is really helpful. I don't know, I'm just thinking, man, like, it's crazy from the progression from this event, from a lot of other events. But first, the chocolate one, sword users have a little bit more, can use the lightning from that. They can also get their mountain element, took it down more, less. Then we got some Vanguard scrolls, we got a lot of stuff. We got Zunko, gave us some wind and holy. I still have some left over. Shit. Slicing Slugger is OP. Like, all these skills that came out, you know. And a lot of people diss Zunko or Zunko skills, and again, I say this a lot. It's about preference, but it's really that mentality of how you want to play. That mentality of how you want to play. Do you really want to like? Do you really want to like? If you want to play easy style, play easy style. If you want to play hard, you want to play hard. You want to play normal, you want to play like. It's up to you how you want to play. Like for me, when I think of sword, I had people, I had like a mentor, and I taught myself, and I just like, I feel it's all about the speed, and like, when I go into a dungeon, but like fully focused, like I'm fully focused, I'm into this dungeon, I go attack, right, and I also line out these right here, the little, you see where my green thing is, I line out these for that, like, what I might need and what I might not need. So I go in, let's say with Lucifer, I go in with 2 fire weapons, 1 healing staff, and probably a lunge step sword. Because I'm really taking it serious. So I'm like, okay, I need to move around, this man moves around, I need to move around just as much as he do, because that's just how it is. And I just get 2 attacks in every time. If I'm going about speed, then, you know, it'd be about speed then. But if I'm going about power, then it's about power. Like, there's different ways to set that up too. That's like how, that's how this game is. It's like how you want to play. You want to play about time based. You want to play about power based. You want to play, because again, we can talk about power based where it's all about power, and you're like, oh, well, mounts, vanguards. If you're talking about just character, then it's just character. If you want to talk about just vanguards, it's just about vanguards. You know what I mean? Like, I use my Zunko for my lack of wind. Where I also have a wind-ish build. It's not a pure wind build, but it's a wind-ish build. 1 second. I don't know, man. It's just like, it's crazy. But the game's complicated, but in the same sense, it's not that complicated. Like, it's, again, how you want to play and how you want to do things. And also, like, how do I put this? Preference is still, is always still a thing. But there's also a guideline. I think I've said this in my last stream that I had. There's a guideline for sword. So like, once you straight, like, if you don't follow that guideline full-heartedly, then you'll fuck up as a sword user. Like, the guideline they give us is speed and a little bit of power. But don't knock away your speed, because if you do, you're not going to be that useful to your teammates. Because if I go, okay, I'm going in this dungeon with only 2 weapons, no lunge step sword, no rapid storm, I'm gonna be helpful, I'm gonna be like a Odachi play, it's not gonna work, because you're gonna get smacked, you're not gonna be fast enough, you don't have a lot of defense, you're not a defense type like a spear, you're not a magic user, alright, you're not supporting, you're not heavy power based, you're medium, so you have to work out your own kinks and figure out how you help, how much you can help as a sword user. That's just, again, someone might come around and be like, oh, you're wrong, you know what I mean? Sword can have this and this and this. I'm like, okay, good, very well, please prove it to me. Because I'm down to be wrong. Because, again, I don't know everything. I just give out opinions, and maybe someone comes out and be like, oh, well, I will give you my opinion, or I'll help you learn from something I've done already. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm down for that. I'm more than happy to see that. Please teach me. But like for now, I know there's a heavy guideline for sword, because if you don't have the speed to get to your enemy, you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna hurt nothing. You're kind of screwed. And if you don't like, if you don't heal, if you don't bring any healing staff, then you're gonna be smacked a lot. It's just, that's just me though. That's how I see it. Because if you don't, if you start Shit, what was it? What was the one? If you start getting away from your speed as a sword user, like the falling star is tricky business because you can go fierce god focus, or you can go lunge step, fierce god focus, or wear the blade, and then double lance. Like that'd be a way to actually use that to your full advantage because it won't really matter anymore about how you're gonna crit if it automatically guarantees that crit or guarantees that 20% boost. I think a sword boost or 20% damage boost. I don't know what it was. I think Wade the Blade is 20% more damage boost. I could be wrong. We have the skill. I'm hungry. Bruh. Bruh, I'm off to the skills menu. But like, what I'm saying is, right now I'm at a stopping ridge of trying to figure out what to do next and what I shouldn't do or what to do, because it's like I could make more of that. I can make more of an ice build, or I can just level up my wind sword, or I can build another weapon. But again, I gotta figure out what I need to do. Try to go with. You know what I mean? Like, which one is gonna benefit me more? I don't know. Like, I think this podcast session might end because might start another one probably later on. Catch you guys later. Get off me.